If there's one thing we've learned this year, in 2020, you, me, we're all the Expendables. Yeah.
2.
4, if we can ever get a fourth movie out of this.
I don't think we are.
This is like an arcade shooter from like the early 90s. The voice actors sound like
The actual
the real
voice actors.
but yeah.
But there are tells that it's like, oh, it's just an actor paid to
This
imitate.
really feels like what if Rambo had like a 4-player co-op game, because you have Sylvester Stallone, and like there's just hundreds of enemies that you just blow the crap out of.
Yeah, and it is pretty hard though. They do beat the crap out of us.
They are hard. Like there's like 50 of them and 4 of you. So I really like this game. Like I think I got it for like $8. I feel when it came out like 8 years ago, like a lot of reviewers smashed it and like deadpanned it because, you know, you're paying $60 to $80 for a game you can be in like 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, and it definitely feels more like it should be like at least a $20 game.
Yeah, but back then, you know, some games, they didn't really have that price point at that point.
Well, nowadays they're increasing the price by $10.
With the PS5, now you can enjoy Expendables 10. But I'd say for the sheer fun, the fact there's explosions, there's bullets everywhere, it's kind of weird because I even saw like if your guy dies, you can heal them. But the crazy part is I saw like the Drago 4 character, Drago from Rocky 4 character, that makes more sense, healing 2 people at once. Like, it's like, damn, that guy's a real expendable character. I couldn't believe it. It's like their health bars were going up, and like he was in between both of them.
Yeah, he was like the game
magical sorcery.
The game can get really hectic, and you can easily lose where your character
is. You don't
is.
find games like this. Like they used to make games like this in the 80s and 90s. Like this is kind of like a even crazier like Gauntlet Legends. Like this is what I imagine a Rambo game would be like. That's not first-person shooter, because like there's so much going on. Like this is the Beautiful Joe fighting game in a shooter, like a 3D shooter. So yeah, it's basic. Yeah, it's a little bit stupid. There's grenades flying. You can pick up weapons. Then you have your special kills where
you get like a small cutscene of your character killing someone.
Like you stab the person in the dick. Like it's crazy. It definitely feels like a game of its time. Whether it would come out today, I don't think so, because I don't know. It feels a bit like the Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime, I think, game that came out, but like more fun. Where that was like a chore catching ghosts. I feel like if you like mindless arcade games, you don't find them very often anymore. Yeah, so I would give this for like $10 or whatever it cost me, because you can't really get this game on PC anymore. I had to go to G2A like 6 months or more ago. I'd give it for fun 9 out of 10, but like for what it's worth, like it's so out of date. You know, it doesn't have that longevity. There we go. I can't even pronounce it because I'm shivering here.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
I give this I would say a 7 out of 10. It's very fun, but it definitely has aged a little bit. Not to the degree of...
It reminds me of Sunstrike 4. Like, what if Sunstrike 4 just decided, hey, we don't want a simulation anymore. Let's just make this an outright explosion fest. You know, just arcade simulator.
Yeah, like, it's very fun chaoticness, but you can lose yourself into chaos.
Exactly, and the levels are pretty long. I think there's only like 10 or 15 levels, but I just found it was a lot of fun. Like, honestly,
I wouldn't call them long. They were pretty short.
Really? I thought they were pretty long, but like you're just shooting. Like I remember the reviews that I saw that said it was like very monotone, but I found it was fun. You know, as long as you did like 2 levels, I couldn't imagine doing like 10 levels of this in one sitting.
Unless you want to get wasted.
And then play the whole game.
Yeah, in like a single night for like some charity.
Yeah, and then there's very low replay because like you're just collecting the points to upgrade your like weapons a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a shame that more of the Expendables, like, if they ever made an Expendables 3 or 4 game, they should, like, totally have unlockable characters, because, like, there's more than just those main 4 guys. There's at least, like, 10 Expendables now, so...
Yeah, so, would have been really cool to, like, you know, it'd be a better, like, Broforce was better than this.
I feel like
I'd
this
say.
is like they saw Broforce and they're like, let's make a 3D Broforce, and that was their
And then it's like,
inspiration.
we can't really be asked to make the other characters, so let's just stick with these 4 characters.
But, I mean, if they ever make a Expendables 4, like, I would be totally buying it, especially for $20. But yeah, for $8, G2A, or buy a used PS3 or PS2 version, then go for it for sure. Yes, you're all expendable, just like us.
Expendable.
Expendable.